Hello and welcome to my first match of the new Dominion League season. This is season 73, playing in C2 against TheXtrategisT. I've maybe played them once before, not in League. I'm not entirely sure. We've got Sook on the board. We've also got Goat. And Forager. So some good trashing options. I don't think there's anything in particular about trashing Fortress that's super exciting here. I mean, I guess it could give your Forager value later in the game, nothing else, but draw-wise, Margrave, Swashbuckler. Margrave attack helps Sook, but I think probably not enough to make it worth passing up, because you've also got like Artificer as a Sook enabler, so I think we still want to play with Margrave. We could just open Fortress and plan to butterfly it into Sook or Margrave. I think that's a good way to go. And then on 3, yeah, we could take a Craftsman. We could take a Forager. Craftsman, there's the whole debt with Sook thing where you, like, if you're in debt, you play a Sook and then you pay off debt and then you lose the coins. That's not always relevant, but it can be relevant. Plus actions are a little limited. I guess we could take Craftsman, and then if they collide, we just play the Fortress normally. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a Sook, and we get to clear the debt as well. And then hopefully we don't bottom deck our Fortress. Is there a world where we end up not butterflying the Fortress? We bottom deck the Goat. That's a reason. I mean, we could just take another Sook. We obviously can't play them both if we see them both at the same time, but maybe that's fine. Well, we do also have that Craftsman in the deck. Yeah, that's a little awkward. I think I'm gonna play the Fortress and take another one. Now we have the Craftsman can gain a Sook. Grab some cards. Power up the Sook that we already have. Which is pretty excellent. We can't play all 3 of these terminals, so we might as well play this Fortress normally. It's just gotta be... I mean, we do have this goat still. We're not getting as much value from... Okay. So now we have 3 terminals. Do we take a Margrave? We could also just take like an Artificer. This is all junk on top, but if we get Margraves, we'll see 3 more cards. There's a world where we can maybe gain another fortress with the Craftsman, but that's pretty unlikely. I think Artificer, like, it can gain pixies and stuff. Oh, we're not getting attacked? Weird. Okay, well, this is not ideal. We could just go ahead and buy a barracks. It's like getting another fortress into our deck. Sure. One that's maybe on top. We do need to gain a Margrave. Wow, we're still not getting Margraved. Holy moly. Alright. We could use the Artificer to gain a Pixie, or we could just trash this copper. I think I'd rather just trash the copper. And take Fortress. We just take double Fortress. It is the only plus actions. Our opponent doesn't have as many gains. So it's not like they're threatening to pile the fortresses or something. Could also take another Artificer. Yeah, let's do that. Shouldn't forget about the butterfly option as well. Guess we're discarding the Craftsman. It's fine. It's 15 starting cards in the trash out of 20. And maybe at the point we're gaining, like, if we can draw that stuff back up. I guess we probably can't, but like we gain 1 more Sook and trash the copper and like the last copper and the goat, if that is the situation. I'm not sure that that is the situation, but something to keep an eye out for. I mean, down there we have a couple more fortresses and a couple artificers, so maybe we do have like 1 more copper. Maybe that's something to aim to do next turn. I guess the forager does now make 2 coins. I'm not sure if that makes it worth getting one. Does Artificer work? You may gain a card. Yeah, I don't think we're going to want to do that anyway. I think we just play the Sook and play the Margrave. Oh, so we are down to the last of it. Probably worth trying to get the Sook to trash those last 2 cards then. Right, I mean, we only discarded 3 cards, so we play Fortress, Double Artificer, draw them all. I guess the downside is we don't get to draw the Craftsman itself, but that's the card that the Craftsman is going to gain, I mean, which is a Sook, obviously. We could just take the last 3 fortresses. That doesn't seem unreasonable to me. Caps how much our opponent can really do. We do need to gain another draw card. We can do that this turn. And this time we didn't have to discard the Craftsman, so we can do it into the shuffle if that makes sense. Which it probably will. They took Swashbuckler, which I think also makes sense. 1 Margrave and then Swashbucklers. We got enough buys. Swashbuckler can get us coffers, so... Definitely have not actually done the Artificer setting up Sook thing, but I think once we get a few more draw cards into the deck, we can start doing that. Possibly even this turn, because we don't have to draw the Copper and the Goat that we just trashed. There's no point in giving out curses with Snake Witch, I don't think. They've got the Forager, so we'll just take Pixies. Pixie's a good card anyway. Alright, yeah, let's Craftsman for Swashbuckler. Play Sook. Yeah, we needed to draw that sooner. But oh well. Okay. Take one more swashbuckler now. And then I don't know if I super want another craftsman. It's not bad. Maybe I do. We have to be cognizant that, like, this is all the terminal space we're going to have, right? So we have 3 actions left. Now we have 2 actions left. This would be we have 1 action left. I can gain more artificers. I think we're definitely taking another artificer. If we take a craftsman, then we're just taking 2 pixies. If we could also just take artificer pixie. Maybe I'd rather spend that space on draw to like have the option to put another swashbuckler in the deck. Yeah, I think so. Well, I guess we're gonna do this way. Make sure that we find our draw. That's pretty annoying. We are also getting kinda close to a pile out. Earth's Gift sure isn't good. Marchland is also a Sook enabler, it should be noted. Okay. I don't think the pixie order matters too much here. Obviously not using that. All right, so do we want to just gain a bunch of pixies? Or do we want to gain like one more terminal? I'm not sure. I'm thinking this might be a good time to gain a Marchland with the Craftsman, though. Although we could just keep going on the Artificers. I don't think we'd be at much risk of losing on a pile out. Discard 5 here. 1, 2, 4, 5. We do have enough to draw that back up. Maybe take 1 Artificer? Or it could also be a Swashbuckler. Oh, wait, But I'd already clicked that button. Now let's gain one more swashbuckler. Gain Pixie. Okay, I shouldn't have. I did this wrong. I cost myself a coin there, but that's whatever. Oh, also, apparently I'm out of actions. How did I manage that? Oh, because I discarded a fortress. Oh, I really screwed this up. Okay. Well, I'll buy some provinces. Should probably do that. At least one. I definitely don't want the treasure chest, but it's not. Well, we can spend the coffers on that later. 2 provinces. Could take another artificer and save the rest of the coffers. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. Yeah. An actually useful boon. Well, they're not taking it, but I think I'd rather have the artificer than the pixies. Hard to say. Pixie's also a potential pile-out threat that we can look at now. And yeah, we got the marchland thing we can use to, like, towards the end of the turn, like craftsman from marchland can discard provinces in addition to artificer being able to discard provinces. So is Swamp's Gift actually good? I mean, it's not like the wisps are going to hurt your deck or something, but if we're not spending our draw on gaining like another swashbuckler or gaining pixies or whatever, the other thing is that we might be able to, if like TheXtrategisT double provinces here, I think getting to, yeah, I think we can get to quad. Well, we need to find our other swashbuckler before that actually works. because that part of the idea would be to artificer for a province. Hmm. Okay. This last card is what? What did we discard? Artificer and 2 pixies. I think this last card might be a swashbuckler. Yeah. Okay. So we have 5. We have 8 cards of draw here. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The problem is we're not guaranteed to see it all. Yeah, maybe it doesn't make sense to do that. We drew an artificer, so those are both pixies. So right now we have 8, 9, 10 coins, plus whatever the souks can generate. Which baseline should be like 5, 6, 7, so 18. So that'd be 28. Which is 4 short of quad, and then Craftsman for Marchland wouldn't generate extra money, but Artificer for Marchland could. We discard 2 provinces, 2 souks. And the Craftsman. And then play the souk and it's worth 5. That's not any better than at the end of the turn. There's also a chance that Pixie Boons will help us. There's actually a pretty good chance that at least one of them will. Dang. I'm having trouble. Like, I feel like I should just be able to win here. I mean, we have 5 buys right now. Like, Craftsman for Artificer, Artificer for Pixie, Artificer for Pixie, and buying like Artificer Pixies in an estate should also work. So maybe we just go for that. Do this. And let's see what the Pixie has. All right, we're definitely taking that. All right, well that makes it so that I think we just get there. All right, 13, 14, 15. We do have to empty out our hand, but we can do that with Artificer. 15 and 18 would be 33. So we should be able to do it on provinces. Yeah. I guess we might as well take the pixie here. I mean, sure, whatever. Okay. Oh, I was second player. How about that? Sewers remake. That's a lot of trashing. Maybe Scrap remake is better. I mean, sorry. Scrap Sewers. Could also get remake Scrap. But what are we even doing on this board? Like, we can trash cards, but then, like, where's the board? Where's the stuff? That's a problem. This is just some kind of stupid money thing, I guess. Sacred Groves? There's no plus actions. I mean, you could also do, like, I don't know that a pile's likely to empty, so using Carpenter as a remodel is probably not going to be a thing. We probably would like to Windfall in that case, which pushes the remake line, I guess. Yeah, let's go Scrap remake, I guess. Or remake Sewers? I'm gonna get the remake anyway. I mean, how good is Scrap actually? Either. Maybe not actually that good. If we do remake Sewers, we can just turn the estates into silvers, or maybe like an Astrolabe or two for plus buy, and that seems alright. Well, this could be better, but I guess the upside to having the Scrap is that we could eventually trash the remake itself. We could take a Scrap. I think I'm going to take a silver, though. Yeah, Astrolabe is going to be useful for the Windfall thing. We probably... We probably do eventually want Scrap to trash remake. I guess? I mean, we could also just play with Alley or something. I think I will take that. There's to bottom deck the remake. Not cool. I guess now is a good time for an Alley. Like, I don't think we want to add another terminal yet. I would really like to see both of my estates. Oh boy. Actually, should we discard the silvers so that we can just clean all this crap out? Yeah, probably. I We don't see that other estate. That's going to be pretty aggravating. Oh my god. Are you serious? I think I'll take one more astrolabe. We got the Mountains gift already, so... I just realized Alley is pretty anti-synergistic with Windfall, isn't it? Oops. Crap. I didn't think about that. I did not think about that. We need to get a scrap. We can do that with the estate. I'd like to put the astrolabe into play, I think. So I think we do this. Do we even want to buy anything? Probably not. So yeah, now we can scrap the remake, draw the alley, not play it, and buy Windfall. Card. We can't take silver or horse. We just got to do this. Whatever. Okay. Now we got that. Um, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We could get another alley. There's no pile that's going to empty, I don't think. So I don't think Carpenter is doing much. I would like to see that other astrolabe. Okay. Just discard the scrap, I think. Take another alley? I guess so? We still haven't managed to hit all 3 of our golds where we could get like Province Duchy or something. Is there a world where we could hit... no, there's not. I'm just thinking about like getting farmland and having that actually net us enough points. Like obviously getting 1 farmland is fine, but we do trash a gold, so that's something we need to do more towards the end of the game. So all the I've done all the trashing. TheXtrategisT still has like all their copper, all their estates. Like they do have the Sacred Grove and the Silver Mines, but I think they're gonna whiff before I do. They sure ought to, anyway. We should consider scrapping one of the silvers for a horse. Like, okay, I mean, it could be horse and silver, but like, we should consider getting damn it. I wanted to see the province and not the silver so that I could get the astrolabe in play. No, I guess never mind. Never mind. I can't really ask for better than this. The question is, do we can hit 11 if we have all the gold. If we were to discard a gold, we would hit 8 and we could scrap the silver for silver horse whatever. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's not clear to me that that's better than just getting another alley. I mean, maybe we just should scrap the astrolabe. We have 9, 10. We could get 11. That's not the most useful either. I don't honestly know. Like, getting the horse into the deck would help us spike the end game, but maybe that's worth it doing now. Yeah, all right, let's do it, even though we don't get any immediate value from silver, horse, coin, whatever. I don't think we're going to be able to, like, double province. You have the 3 golds, which hits 9. The astrolabe gets a 10. The other astrolabe gets 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're dang close. Hmm. Hmm. What would we have to do, though? I'm wondering whether I should play the horse. That's the question. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We could farmland a gold here, like, and also get a duchy, keep the horse. Oh wait, no, farmlanding a gold still lowers provinces. I think I'm gonna play the horse. I don't know if that's correct or not, but so now 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we're really close. But card, silver, horse. We could just go like... I mean, we could go province duchy. We lose to province. They did just see their Sacred Grove, one of their silver mines. They saw another silver mine turn 10. So they do have a silver mine in their deck. They also have a farmland. I'm wondering about, like, gold duchy. Getting one more gold into the deck, I think, would help a lot. Could also be gold farmland. I'm gonna take the duchy, I think. Yeah, possibly I shouldn't have played the horse this turn, but I don't know. Oh wow, I should have just gone for the provinces. Okay, but the good news is that... Do we just go ahead and scrap Astrolabe? The problem is we have to take action if we do that. And we like... So it'd be like card action, coin. I think that's fine. Uh, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, we still got the horse down there. We could farmland silver to duchy. Take another one. I'd be very, very, very surprised if they had any shot at double province. Okay. We farmland a gold into a province. I think we're in good shape. Not like guaranteed good shape, but they need province duchy. Okay, that was interesting. I think I would not have resigned in that position just because, like, I had not triggered the shuffle, so I didn't have the alleys, and they didn't know that I'd seen all 4 of my golds. I like more opener. Oh. That must have been a weird autocorrect. Alright, so... What now? Secluded Shrine and Exorcist trashing. Exorcising Jeweled Eggs looks cool. And you can buy Jeweled Eggs with Secluded Shrine in play to get some trashing. That honestly, the only plus actions is Landing Party. So if you want to draw cards, you're either just doing it with Experiment or you're playing treasures first some of the time and then getting your landing parties back, and then you can potentially play with Catacombs as well. I think Secluded Shrine Exorcist looks reasonable. Like, Exorcist can start trashing estates. Secluded Shrine, we can pick up Jeweled Egg and then start trashing coppers with it. And then if we get Canal, Wisps can trash. Or sorry, can trash. Wisps can draw experiments. Yeah, this is very sad. We can trash 2 estates. I want the Wisps, though. Oh well, we'll have to get them from the Jeweled Eggs. Okay. Is it crazy to get double Jeweled Egg here? You could also get Jeweled Egg Experiment. Yeah, let's go with that. So do we stop here? I don't think so. We want the plus buy, we need to play a Jeweled Egg. How do we do this? Like, we do want to pop at least one of these, so I guess we don't. We just don't play the Jeweled Egg, and we don't get plus buy, and we just accept that that's our fate. We buy another one. It's turn 6. I opened Exorcist, and that was my first Wisp gain. You know, oh, wow, I was really expecting him to buy a double Jeweled Egg. God damn it! Why? Okay, we can go now and buy Canal. We can go now and buy all the Jeweled Eggs. We're not going to have any draw next turn. I mean, I guess that's true either way. The thing. Terrible. Just going to do it. Maybe this is bad. I think we're just not triggering here. Play Secluded Shrine. I think getting experiments is better than trashing a copper. And I think my draws have been atrocious this game. If I saw one trasher the previous turn, I saw an estate with Exorcist and the initial shuffle, like, Man. All right. In order to trash coppers, we need to not play more than one of them, which means we're not buying anything anyway. Now there's... Wait, how did they have so many wisps? They didn't get the early exorcist? Hold on. They got the exorcist turn 6. They played it turn 8 and gained a wisp. Played it turn 9 and gained a wisp. And that's as many wisps as I've gained? Gained 1 turn 6. Gained 1 turn 9. That's so bad! Oh my god! They gained their second wisp before I did! Like, what the fuck? Alright, we can either... I think... I think we just go triple experiment here. Canal is tempting, but we don't have any experiments for it to draw, so it doesn't really help us that much right now. Although, wait, no, if we buy Canal, we can buy experiments. Only one pair, but still. Oh. Off. uh... Keep the secluded shrine. I guess we probably do. Ugh. If we draw the exorcist and no jeweled egg, though, man. God, I think we're gonna be cooked here. We need pop these jeweled eggs. I guess we do it with a silver. Take some experiments. But yeah, they played Exorcist. They've gained 4 spirits off of Exorcist. I've gained 2. It's like so fucked. I mean, yeah, I took a bunch of jeweled eggs all at once at one point, but like that was after I'd already hard whiffed on it. Ugh. Oh my gosh. How are they managing to play 3 imps a turn? Oh, experiments. Right, of course. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They need to dud. They're not dudding. So, I mean, if they can like triple province here, I guess they can't, but I think we've got to trigger this shuffle and find Exorcist. What is that card? It's probably... How many experiments did we play this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably an experiment. So clearly we take more of these. We do kind of want to trash this silver because it's negative points. But maybe it's better for now to trash the egg. What does winning look like? It looks like them dudding, that much is clear. And then I mean, we could just buy double province, experiment, hope they dud. I don't really have a better idea anyway. not going to dud. I guess if they didn't draw the banks in particular, there's a world. Is there still a world? Province gets us to 16, and then we need 14 points to tie, which is 4 duchies and 2 estates. Ugh. Probably not. But might as well. That last card is... I don't know what it is. Okay. Oh, right, of course. 1422. We can hammer for a duchy. Trashing the silver gets us 2 points, which is as good as a duchy effectively. So province gets us to 19, and then we need crashing this gets us to 15. Province gets us to 21. I think we have this. And by have this, I mean a tie? No, it was 2 points. I forgot. Oh my god, I cannot believe I won that game. Holy shit. That was... I mean, I was complaining about my draws, but that was still undeserved. Like, just in the sense that, I don't know. That's crazy. Holy shit. I am stunned. Okay, well, that's why we don't click the resign button. Woodworkers Guild. That's not bad with student, but we do have steward. Steward City Gate is pretty nice because that makes it easier to line up steward with estates. The deck here ultimately is like Festival Diplomat with some Journeyman. Oh, there's also Marchland stuff. There's not like a super efficient way to gain the Marchlands though, and there is Groundskeeper, so I think building makes sense. Like if there was a 5-cost gainer, I think some kind of rush would probably be the play. Man, honestly, I feel bad for my opponent that they lost that game. Like, even though I was complaining about my draws, I just feel like they had to feel like they just had that game in hand. And probabilistically, they should have. Yeah, I think we just go City Gate. I mean, we don't put much payload into our deck, obviously, but I think that's fine. Well, not ideal. I was hoping to either see like see copper or... Yeah, I guess that's mostly what I was hoping to see. You take a silver now. We're probably going to want one silver in the deck anyway. I think so. And then this turn we'll buy ride. Well... This could be a really good turn. We can see, like, the silver in the state or something. kind of forgot I had a starting favor. We could just trash the horse into something. That's like a festival, probably, to start with. Could also be Sanctuary. Huh. Top deck the Steward so that we line it up with the estate next turn. Unfortunately, we're seeing this silver here, but I think I like that. Top deck Steward, Woodworkers, the horse. Do we want Sanctuary or do we want Festival? Sanctuary will help us get like a little bit thinner, faster, and can still activate Diplomat, which is what I'm planning to buy for 4. The Festival's going to do more to help us hit 5. Again, I think I'll take the Sanctuary. Okay, we top deck the silver. Trash 2 by... Wait, hold on. That's not what I want to do. Miscounted somehow. Merchant. The Diplomat. Okay, so we'll get that lined up with the Sanctuary next turn. And trash 2 again by another Merchant. One, two, three, four, five. We're definitely thinner. Question now is are we gonna be, can we ramp our payload quickly enough for that to be helpful? Do we even exile the copper? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This gets us to 9. I don't think I care that much about getting to 9, so I think the answer is yes. Festival, Merchant. We had 8, now we have 11. Could just be Festival Double Merchant. I don't think I'm gonna need any additional draw yet. I mean, there is a world where we just draw a bunch of festivals and don't see the diplomat. But so we had 11, now we have 15. Assuming we don't see all of our stop cards first. Well, Steward doesn't have to be a stop card, but if we have to play it for draw, then it effectively is. I think it's probably time to start grabbing some groundskeepers. And another diplomat. Could also consider a journeyman. It is more straightforward for sure. I mean, either way, we need to find a festival first. So maybe that does make more sense. We're also going to need to get additional sanctuaries at some point, because I imagine we're going to buy multiple green cards per turn at some point, but that can wait. It did happen. Ay ay. Alright, well, fine. We'll take another merchant. Could go groundskeeper journeyman. Yeah, the world where we don't get to utilize the diplomat is where we go have like triple festival. You know, I think we just take the groundskeepers. Like, even if we don't, it only costs us 2 coins if we have to play the steward for draw. It's kind of early to be doing that, I feel like. 2 groundskeepers in play. Okay. We could just go double merchant, double groundskeeper. Right now, they should not be capable of getting 3 groundskeepers anyway, so I don't think we're missing out on anything by not taking one more. And then this turn, we might want to consider getting... No, not this turn. Next turn, we'll probably want an additional sanctuary. Okay, certainly we're taking the groundskeeper. There's no way they can pile on us here, so we can take one more merchant. Then... we probably do want to add a journeyman. I mean, we have, in theory, we have enough draw right now, but if we're going to add stop cards. So I think journeyman, and we could get a duchy. Marshland is ultimately worth more, but we're not taking advantage of the discardy business. But then again, are we ever going to? Because we're probably going to get more sanctuaries and then exile. Yeah, never mind. Let's just take the marchland. Oh, terminal journeyman. Yeesh. I mean, I knew their deck wasn't thinned out as well, but that's still bad stuff. Okay. Get another marchland and discard the diplomat. Do want another sanctuary. And then I don't think there's any world where they're getting 3 marchlands and a merchant. It might in fact be in our interests to lower tiles. Like, they haven't added any payload other than the groundskeepers in ages, I think. They bought an estate there. They bought groundskeepers there. They did buy a steward there, I guess. And there is some risk that we dud. That would be the reason not to lower piles. Like, build a bigger lead first. Could also take like a state ride. That's reasonable. Give it one more turn to just pad the lead, and then after that, maybe lower piles. We could also just play this super safe and probably just win, but I'd like to take, if depending on how long the game is going to last, but I'd like to take another Sanctuary if it's going to last a couple more turns and be able to exile 3 cards a turn. Maybe another Journeyman or Diplomat as well. Two Marchlands and an estate. So we do actually have something meaningful to name with Journeyman this turn. Yeah, they really needed to finish cleaning up. They're definitely suffering from not having done that. I have exiled some green, but all right, another Marchland. Don't have a win. Getting close. Maybe we don't need another Sanctuary. Maybe we just go like Journeyman, Province, Estate. Now next turn we can potentially win on Marchland, Merchant, or Estate Merchant or something. Probably Journeyman double Marchland would have been safe enough, but this is more points, and we're still threatening to win. I'm not sure quite what the hang up is here. Like, playing out these turns, I guess the one thing is that if you... No, they don't have another Sanctuary left anyway. I was gonna say, playing out these turns, like, you do have some question of, like, do I exile with Sanctuary or not? Because I would potentially get a money back from Marchland. Like, for my deck, I think there's pretty much no question that I want to exile, but I could see TheXtrategisT potentially not exiling, but I'm not sure what the... like, what else there's really for them to consider in terms of playing the turn, like, before getting to the buy phase. Obviously the journeyman thing, but when there's not a journeyman actively being played. I mean, it's whatever, but I just can't quite figure it out. Just occurred to me, how many festivals do I have? I haven't been tracking that. I probably should have. 1, 2, 3. So we do each have 3 festivals? Hmm. I don't actually think it's possible for TheXtrategisT to get... I'm realizing now that maybe I played, like, I wasn't... Well, I guess I might have actually left them a win. If they can Marchland discard enough, and then buy Merchant and 4 estates. But they don't have the buys. Like, they don't have 6 buys, but they do have 5 buys. And Marchland refunds the buy. They don't have the money for that, but maybe with the Marchland discard they would... 8, 9, 10, 11, 17 coins. That's a lot for what their deck has been doing. But maybe? Yeah, I probably should have taken more points instead of that journeyman. I will have regrets if I lose this on the back of that, because they are going to get like 6 points per estate, so that's 24, which gets them to 45. And then 1 Marchland would be worth at least 6, which gets them to 51. So if they can do that, they win. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have lowered estates. Maybe I should have taken double duchy. That would be another option that would have made it harder. They wouldn't have had enough buys to get 5. Yeah, I think I over anchored on how poorly their deck had been doing the past couple turns without considering what the like the best possible case for it was. That being said, they've played both of their journeymen. They've got copper in the discard. They played all their groundskeepers. I don't think they have any merchants. They haven't played their diplomat. No, they have played their diplomat. Okay, never mind. Can't see. Steward. They have stewards left. They've discarded 2 coppers. That might be all that should be all that's in their discard pile. So now they have like another copper and a silver. That gets them to 9. The 2 stewards get them to 13. That's not the play of winning. Okay. They must have been counting that out. guess we'll exile this. I mean, I'm not totally sure that I'm gonna draw here. Should be naming a state. This doesn't matter. I did exile the province, right? I guess we can name Marchland, but it doesn't matter. Don't need the buys. Could have gotten another Marchland, but I don't need to. I don't need to do that. Yeah, I definitely almost blew that game. I had it well in hand, and at absolute minimum, I should have taken double duchy instead of province estate that previous turn. That's very clear. Maybe I'll do the same thing. Okay, so Enlightenment is the thinning here, unless we pull Prize Goat. Curses are going to be painful. The open seems pretty clearly to be Poet Silver. And then, yeah, we want to get a Witch. We want to get... Man, it's going to be really hard to get Grand Markets, huh? Probably not realistically possible. That's not 5, but we should be hitting 5 next turn. It is guaranteed at this point. Well, I would... Hopefully we don't draw our witch... I mean, our poet's dead. And we did. We're going to want to get a Spices so that we can do Wealthy Village. But aside from that... do we get Village or do we get Poet? I guess we get Village. I don't know. It's... not entirely clear. They go for the second Witch. That could definitely be correct. Yeah, Enlightenment's about to turn on. I think we gotta do that. Oh. Okay, well. Yeah, we're definitely feeling the second player disadvantage here. They didn't buy anything? Interesting. Come on! Jeez! Wow. Okay, we bottom decked both of our poets. I wish... I don't think there's anything useful we can do at this point. Other than just play this and move on to next turn. And the good news is that we're going to split the curses. So we're mostly just behind by... Well, I guess I can't guarantee that, because we could run into enough curses that we just don't draw. Is possible. Hopefully not, though. They've got a full 5. They should totally buy spices. Like, no doubt. Unless they bottom decked a copper or a silver, and they don't have 5. Conceivable, I suppose. It'd be kind of weird, but yeah. Okay, so we really want to make sure we find our silver. Ugh. There it is. This is all 5 of the money we have left, so we have to stop here. Well, I'm glad that they didn't have an amazing turn here. Oh, they bought a village. We do need to see... Aha! Insignia? That's not really what I was looking for, but okay. It's not terrible. Aura, alright. Nobody has pulled the goat as yet. Well, that was sad. It's possible that Sextant would actually be better here than Prize Goat. Oh, I think I do want to top deck that in the Wealthy Village. Well, we can get more stuff. How do we feel about triggering the shuffle? I guess fine, because we're going to have Sextant and... Yeah, I mean, that's... reason enough, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we stop here, we can get 2 Wealthy Villages. The coffers. 5, 6. There's only 1 copper left in those 10 cards. So we're not likely to be able to do it after this. I guess if we found the insignia, but that's not too likely. Wow. Alright, well. Fine. I have no idea when this was sent. I did not see it. I think we're more likely... Did we play a poet last turn? I think we did. But I think we're more likely to... Well, we didn't see so many curses or estates. Yeah, okay. I can't trip the insignia? Maybe. I mean, it's not like we can do anything great with it, anyway. Okay, I think this is a good thing to play. I guess the discarding the coppers doesn't necessarily do much one way or another, but I'll take a village, sure. We should get a potion at some point for vineyards. It's not going to be worth that much, but... Enlightenment is... Oh, actually, it's worth a lot. Treasures are also actions. I was thinking maybe Enlightenment was only like, you know, during your turns or something, but no. Yeah, we should get a potion. Figurehead's a good one too. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, well, let's stop here. Puzzle box, that's a good one. Doubloons. Alright. Next turn, we're taking a potion. The odds are still that they will not get a prize goat. It would still be good, though. I didn't even, like, register that Groundskeeper was on this board. Yeah, piles are low enough that we do need to be concerned about the game ending. I don't think they're going to be immediately threatening, but still. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, you can't you can't do the thing you want to do, but it's fine. You can do it in the treasures phase. Wait. Oh, they did end their actions. Okay. Well, that is bold. To take that last wealthy village. I'm a little surprised they didn't take a grand market off of that, actually. We could just province here. Do we think we can do better? Probably. Um, I have 11 right now. Do want to get that potion. We do have a lot more draw. That's the one thing I'm worried about is like, can they reach for 5 villages by virtue of having 3 werewolves in the deck? I think it's unlikely, but we saw a decent number of villages, but definitely not all of our villages. So we could take some terminal draw 2 here, or we could also take Seer. Seer's not great, though. I think 9 is about as good as 11 in terms of getting a draw card and a potion. So I think I'm going to cantrip the silver. Okay, 12. What does 12 do? Still not much. We could puzzle box like staff, though. God damn it. Alright, let's take a werewolf, top deck it, take a potion, not top deck it. And hope we don't just lose. And I guess they have to get 5 villages in an estate, which even that is a lot. Ah. I do want to trigger this. Okay, we got to the potion. That's good news. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We don't have the insignia to top deck a draw card. So being able to buy an additional 5. Actually, I wonder. Two, three, 4 buys. Oh, we can't win here. Not without drawing into more loot. Maybe we should draw on. Just plan to buy Province Vineyard if needed. Okay. So 12. We need the spices for the buy, though. So I think. Yeah, I think we've got a puzzle box at Curse, unfortunately. So is Vineyard enough for us to win? Yes. Okay, I wasn't sure. It was complicated. Whew. Yeah, maybe that was, maybe I took too much of a risk there, but it did work out. Look out. Wolf Den though. That's a little awkward. But it is the only trashing. We got proc horse, which does gain more processions. Okay, we gotta play with lookout. And we can maybe process it eventually, but if we can't, then so be it. Oh, there's swap. Right. Okay. We want to open silver. Do we want to open cut purse? We can process cut purse into a 5. So it's not bad. And we can also swap it. Yeah, let's get a cut purse. Hello. That's an unreasonably good draw. Pirate? Interesting. Pirate doesn't even gain rice. SMH. Oh. Well, okay, next turn is not going to be so hot. Do we take a second terminal? Or do we take a livery and just accept that maybe our terminals collide? I think I'm going to take the livery. Yeah. Whatever. Let's go ahead and get that swap now, I think, because, well, I was gonna say because next turn we can get the procession, but actually, can we? Maybe not. Well, there's also Lost Arts. I don't think we need that right now, or possibly ever, but let's get the procession. It comes with a horse, and we get to top deck them together. Oh my god, I cannot words. You haven't checked for how much rice is worth? At most, action, duration, reaction, attack, reserve, like 5. Spirit, if you can get that, 6. We do need rice for plus buy, I guess. Or Sacred Grove. You can proc into Sacred Grove, though. I kind of want the swap. Well, this isn't great. this lookout. I don't really... Do I want to process it? I mean, gain a procession, then we could swap back into the lookout. Maybe we do just go ahead and process it. This is our only procession on our only horse, right? No, let's do this way. We can swap the horse. For Another swap. I don't want to trigger the shuffle. Let's get one more livery now. We do kind of need that lookout back, maybe. Maybe we don't. I don't know. We process a livery? I don't think so. I think we just buy another swap. Dang it. Maybe we should have bought Lost Arts. We could process the cut person to livery and buy Lost Arts on livery. We'd also take a Sacred Grove so that we have that. The plus buy, that is, because we are going to need it. Yeah, let's get a Sacred Grove. Maybe we swap Procession to Lookout. Like, we still haven't trashed that much. Okay, that works for me. We take a Lookout, play the livery, and then we process the Lookout. I guess we discard the swap just to make sure we have something to trash. How do we play the horse? I think so. Okay, we can swap livery to procession, play liveries, process the horse, gain another procession. I don't really want to process my Sacred Grove. I kind of need it. I mean, we can take this, I guess. Gives us more horses. All right. Rice is still not going to be very good for us. We've got action, fate. Our cut purse is gone, I believe. Yeah. Action, fate, treasure. It's non-terminal Sacred Grove. I think it's better for us to just go Sacred Grove livery. Okay, swap to a livery, play the livery, process horse, gaining a procession, play livery, process horse, gaining a procession. We can probably proc, play livery. Sacred Grove now? Sure, I guess. Procession. Gain a procession. Wait, maybe we should gain a duplicate. Gain a whole bunch of duchies at some point. think we probably want another Sacred Grove. We just top deck the Duplicate or the Sacred Grove. I mean, are we triggering the shuffle here? I don't know. I think I'm gonna say no. All right, so we could also swap. No, well, I like having the Duplicate as a way to just like get more stuff. I'm gonna swap this out for one more swap. Swap this for another Sacred Grove, I guess. Don't really want to trigger the shuffle. I don't think I need to. I want to just keep all these horses. I hadn't considered that the boon might trigger the shuffle, but anyway. I think we basically won the game, but we can only get so many horses at this point. We'll take one province, 2 provinces. We do need to think about our duplicate cards. The Duplicate itself we can get off of proccing another horse. Or off of swap. Do we just take a 3rd province? We only have 1 estate, too. Jeepers. I'm just going to take another swap, I think. And we could take the estate now. It's worth 3 points, and it's very unlikely to make a stud. Well, almost. Okay. I want to find any liveries? I guess I could swap into one at this point. Let's play one. Swap. Into another Sacred Grove, I guess. We don't really need to proc the procs, and I don't think it's actually useful to do so. Because we might end up costing ourselves points or something. Whatever, I don't feel like dealing with that. We don't need anywhere near this much payload. We just need to get, like, double province, double duchy, which is pretty trivial at this point, but Maybe we already have it in hand. Sorry, this is taking so long. No, that cost me points. Fine, we'll call the duplicate on it so it doesn't cost me points. Surely I already have the win in hand. Okay, we'll just stop here. Okay. That went well. I don't know if I've ever won 6-0 before, actually. And I probably shouldn't have, because I probably shouldn't have won, I think it was game 3, and then I did my level best to throw game 4. And then game 5 could have gone either way as well. Maybe even TheXtrategisT was favored in that one. But, you know, we take those. We do. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and my next match will hopefully be on Friday, so until then.